Ladies and gentlemen, this video is now in session. Obi-Wan 362 Gamer in Law presiding, and welcome to the end of the mandatory beginning of the year video, where I say, hey, look, last year happened, and now it's in this year, and we see what's going to happen going forward and all that fun stuff. So, at the end of this video, I'll be telling you guys what what the first project of the year is going to be. Since Persona was so gracious as to end at the end of the last year. It was real convenient timing. But I'll mention that at the end, give you a reason to stick around. Because we need to focus on the here and the now. And in order to do that, we are going to have to talk about what happened last year. So, last year started off with us still playing Birth by Sleep. We weren't super far in at that point, but we were basically done with Terra's story. So we had a little bit left to go with that. I was still working my way. At that point, I was still doing Hearthstone videos, which some days I'm like, that would be fun. Most days I'm like, glad that's gone. But we managed to finish that series up more or less. I realize a lot of you are still wanting to see that final fight. I need to basically just make a video where I say I can't do it. At some point we'll probably do it. I plan to marathon through the games before 3 comes out, so I can refresh myself on the story and probably do it all in a stream or something. But that, aside from one final fight, which is complete BS, and you will never convince me it's not. Like, honestly, the fight is BS. But aside from that, aside from one fight that's a bit BS, we finished that game up. Finished up the majority of StarCraft II Legacy of the Void. We started it at the end of January, and we almost finished it. It's also one mission away from being done, which annoys me. We also started playing this game that I'm using footage for right now, Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. We started playing it, and honestly, I was thinking we had started it sometime last year. Because I'm like, I feel like I've been playing this forever. And not necessarily in a good way. But lo and behold, we started at the beginning of last year, and it hasn't been too bad. The 2 videos have cut into my time for streaming, and that's about the only thing that really bugs me about it. That's the only thing I regret about having it, is because recording 2 videos that, you know, each end up being full length, it's using up my time so that I can't do more streaming, which is something that I'm hoping to do more of in the new year. But we eventually finished, or at least stopped making videos for Birth by Sleep, and then I got to finally play the game I had been long waiting for. I finally got to play Persona 5. Started it back in April, and we finished it in December, and it was phenomenal. I loved it. I loved every second of it. And even though I got real angry at some bits because it just didn't feel right. Bits of it I was like, that's not how that's supposed to work. And that was a cultural issue. That was all cultural issues. It's like, look, in America it doesn't work that way. But I digress. That game was amazing. Birth by Sleep was a ton of fun. Not to make anybody think that it wasn't, but Persona 5 kind of stole my year away. In a good way. It stole my year and my heart. So that all happened. But so that was basically what happened video-wise. in this last year. So let's take a quick look at what happened stats-wise. And I gotta tell you, it was a pretty good year. It was actually a very good year for me. So let's start with something that everyone can get behind, everyone can understand, and that is subscriber increase. Subscriber increase went up. Apparently, I got 223 more subscribers this past year, which is phenomenal. I'm thrilled to death. I'm thrilled to bits, to use that terminology. That puts us, at the time of recording this, at 1,508 subscribers, which, hey, I'm happy about. I'm happy. I'm not picky. I'm not picky about these things. I'll take it. I don't need to be a huge channel. So, but that's where that is. That is apparently about 25% more subscribers than we got last year. So, I'll take that. Views. You guys viewed my videos 148,558 times this year. Fantastic. For a total watch time of 1,235,556 minutes. And I appreciate you all wasting so much time. That is equivalent to, according to YouTube's mathgorism, that is equivalent of watching of 2 years and 127 days. You guys watched 2 years and 127 days worth of my footage, which is apparently a 50% increase off last year. So good on you guys. Next year, let's do even more. So I'm just kidding, kind of. So that was phenomenal. Likes, 4,204 likes, and only 86 dislikes, which, no, I'll take that. I'll take that. Apparently, I can't. The problem is, YouTube gives me these little things. It's like, oh look, it's up. You know, your numbers are up compared to the previous year. And I'm like, great. What do you mean that my numbers are up for dislikes? Do you mean I got more dislikes or less? Because it's weird. Anyway, had 2,833 comments, 369 shares. You guys should share more. Share more of my videos, dang it. 864 of my videos were added to playlists. And yeah, it was phenomenal, and I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Like, it's so great to have you guys all along for the ride, as I get to play video games and make videos and have fun. And that's something I thoroughly enjoy doing. In the new year, I do have some things that I want to do, and it goes with something else that I started last year, which was I started streaming more last year. Still wasn't consistent, still wasn't that great, but I did start streaming more. This year, one of my resolutions is I looked at my Backloggery, which, if you know what Backloggery is, it's a website where you can input all of the games that you own. You can put in whether you've played them, completed them, how many achievements they have, all sorts of stuff. And if you keep updating that, then it will keep track of all of your games for you. But you have to update everything. So whether you want to count that as keeping track for you or not, that's up to you. But a while ago, I started putting my games in there, And so I was like, well, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. And so I took a look at my backloggery because I was like, oh, I haven't updated in a few months. So I was like, oh, okay, let's look at that. And I looked at that towards the end of last year and realized at the time of making this video, I have 831 games that I have inputted into backloggery, and I still don't even put them all into this thing. But 831 that have been put into this that I've never finished. The worst part of that is that of those, 662 of them are unplayed. And I'm like, that's wholly unacceptable. That's completely unacceptable. And so my New Year's resolution, if you want to call it that, it's more of a challenge for myself, and I guess that's what a resolution is, isn't it? It's not exactly something that's going to better me. Anyway, my New Year's resolution for this year is to at least play, not finish, not beat, not any of that fun stuff, but just play one new game a week. That's it. Just play one new game each week for a year. And so the plan is that what we'll do is I will stream all of these games that I play. And so with that, it's both going to cause me to one, stream more often, because I'm going to have that as an option. I'll be able to do that. It's also going to allow me to stream more. It's going to both let me stream more, and it's going to let me have record of the fact that I am attempting to follow through on my resolution. So if you don't see me streaming, I'm not streaming a game. It's like, well, Obi, what are you doing? Why aren't you streaming? Or Obi, don't forget to play your game for the week or whatever. So it both gives you guys content, and keeps me honest, if you want to word it that way. I don't know if that's the appropriate way to word that, but you could word it that way. So yeah, that's my big thing for this year. Is that I'm going to start attempting to do a bunch of streaming in the new year, and I'm excited for that. Even if you guys may not be. I don't know, maybe you are. So that's one thing. The other thing is a point that I wanted to discuss with you guys and get feedback on. And that's regarding the real reason the majority of you follow this channel, Kingdom Hearts. Some people were thinking, oh, you've been away from Kingdom Hearts. Someone reposted a comment on one of my Union Cross videos saying like, oh, you've been away from Kingdom Hearts for a long time now. I think it's time for you to come back. And I'm like, I just stopped earlier this year. It hasn't been that long. Also, I'm playing a different game right now. So, I love Kingdom Hearts, but I gotta take breaks every once in a while. Especially when my most highly anticipated game in recent memory is coming out. So you'll have to forgive me for that. But that said, the moment that you've all been waiting for-ish has come, and it's time for me to come back to Kingdom Hearts. A lot of you are ready and waiting for Dream Drop Distance, but unfortunately, Recoded is what we're playing next. Recoded is the next game in the series, and is the next game that we'll be playing here on the channel. That being said, I have a follow-up question. I've got Recoded on hand. I own Dream Drop Distance. Though I'm planning on picking up 2.8, so I'll have the HD redo for that instead. But I do own 2.8 in case for whatever reason I am unable to get 2.8 for whatever reason. Which I can't imagine why I wouldn't be able to. But I own Dream Drop, and Jumping Monkey Bot was kind enough to, I met him at a convention. He was kind enough to give me his copy of Recoded so that I would be able to play it for you guys. So I've got that now. We're ready to go. The thing is, Kingdom Hearts 3 is supposed to come out this year. Now, we've all heard that before, and so I'm not sure if any of us are still really expecting it to happen. Especially since we don't have a solid release date as far as I'm aware. And so I guess my question is this. Assuming that before, if we get a solid release date before I finish Coded, okay? I need to know how long you guys think it's going to take me to play through Coded and Dream Drop Distance. Based on you've watched my other playthroughs, you know how long they've taken me. You can go back and look. You know how long those have taken. How long do you think it'll take me to get through Coded, to get through Dream Drop, and then, 2.8? Which I realize is the only game in that is 0.2, and that's not that long. But it's important because my initial intention was to play a game in between. Was to play through Coded, then play a different game, and then play Birth by Sleep. If it's possible for me to finish both games, all the games that are between where I am and Kingdom Hearts 3 before 3 comes out, then that's a discussion we need to have, and that's a discussion we need to decide whether or not you guys want that to happen. If you want to see a day one playthrough for me, starting day one blind playthrough of it, like that's on you guys to let me know what you want from that. Because while I realize it's always up to me, I always get final say, I do care about what your opinions are. You are the audience. I love having you guys. I love being able to interact with you guys. And so it's important to me that it's like, if you guys have something that you're strongly wanting, like Kingdom Hearts, that I give a good solid effort in getting it to you. And so with that, I pose the question, how long do you think it will take me to play through and make videos for, because that's also the important part, Coded, Dream Drop, and 0.8, or 0.2, excuse me. Because if you think we can get through all those games before 3 comes out, and that 3 will come out this year, then maybe we'll try and force our way through. And you've got time to think about it, because I won't make any definitive plans until I'm getting close to the end of Coded. But it's something for you guys to be thinking about now. Maybe even put your opinions down now if you've got strong ones. And we'll see where we end up from there. But yeah, I want to let you guys know that the next game that we will be playing is Kingdom Hearts Recoded, excuse me. And after that, who knows what's next. But also, importantly, that streams will be happening almost nightly over on twitch.tv/Obi1362. So, if you're not already following me over there, I would greatly appreciate it if you would do so. If you live in America and have Amazon Prime, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that I am an affiliate, and so you can use your subscription for me. I'm going to be trying to do a lot of things over there, play a lot of games, take some requests when I can, when people have requests of games that I own, since that is kind of the purpose of what I'm doing over there for the time being, to get through the games that I own. So I look forward to seeing more of you over there in 2018. I look forward to getting to play more games, interact more with you guys in 2018. I'm looking forward to and hoping that, 2018 is just, as a whole, a better year. I've had some crap going on in the past year that just have been rough. Really, my 2018 hasn't started out great, if I'm perfectly honest. But I'm hopeful. I'm absolutely hopeful. And I look forward to sharing this next year with you guys through games and through fun. If you don't know, anybody who is part of the community here, we have a community Discord. I will hopefully throw the link to that either in the description, in the comments, somewhere. You're more than welcome to join that. Also, at the end of this last year, we started a community, a Minecraft realm for members of the community, where all that's required is, be kind and don't be a jerk, and that's all it takes. You can be part of the realm. If you're capable, I do need help paying for the realm. I don't make enough money to afford to do so as much as I would like to. But yeah, if you can afford to, just a little bit here and there, with so many of you in there, it doesn't take a lot to help me pay for it. And this last month, one person paid for it all on their own. So it's not much, and money through Twitch or through here is greatly appreciated. The other thing, and I almost forgot it, and I feel like a terrible person for almost forgetting. The last thing, and probably the most important thing that you guys have done this year, is I had you guys help me raise money for Extra Life, which is a charity organization by gamers for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And I had a goal this year of $1,500 to raise. I donated income from Twitch and from YouTube. I donated my income from both those places to the cause, on top of, donations that you guys gave. We did a 24-hour stream where people gave. There was a lot of stuff this year. And I had that $1,500 goal and had no expectations of actually reaching it. And thanks in part to you guys' help, we hit that. We got to $1,551, which was far beyond what I expected, because this is also the first year I've ever actually cleared 1,000. So I thank you guys so much for that. That means a lot to me. I actually have been in contact with the liaison from our local children's hospital It means so much to them, and I just... Yeah, it means a ton to both me and to them that we were able to do something like that. So thank you guys who participated with that so much. And even if you didn't participate, like even if you just watched ads on the channel, that went to it, and that was phenomenal also. So just thank you guys so much for that. I think I've said my piece. I think if I keep going, I'm just going to start rambling. Be sure to look forward to things. Hopefully, the new series, Kingdom Hearts Recoded, will be starting in... we'll be starting on... I don't know what the date is. January 8th, which is Monday. It will be taking up a... I think we're going to go with a 5 o'clock time slot. And I really wrestled with this this past year. Videos have gone up at 3 o'clock with the intention of giving people more time to comment and everything. And it's just, it hasn't actually worked that way. And so I'm like, okay, well, if that's not actually working that way, then there's no point in me doing it that way. Because, yeah, it just doesn't work that way. So, go for the 5 o'clock time slot, which is more often when people are able to watch it. I don't know. I don't know. And maybe it's also just because it was Persona and not Kingdom Hearts. I might stick with the 3 o'clock time slot. Just because I can't decide. If you think there's a better time slot that might work, let me know. I'm open to suggestions on that front. So anyway, be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for more streams from me of games that need some playing, that need to be played. And who knows how we'll do this? We might take a book out of Proton John, take a page out of Proton John's book, and do some fortune cookie streams where we just basically let RNG decide what we're playing. Or I pull some games RNG and then have you guys vote on what we play via Twitter. Like, oh, there's so many options. There's so many options. So, anyway, I look forward to a brand new year with you guys, and hoping that 2018 is better than 2017 ever could have been. So, again, thank you all so much for this. I'm sorry I've been rambling for half an hour. Jeez, I didn't realize it'd been that long. I hope to see you guys in the new year, and hope that you enjoy what's coming next. So, that does it for this. Thank you all so much for sitting through this. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this video is adjourned.